The Immortal Skeleton. This graveyard serves as a final resting place to many. Here, in the place most suited to silence, a strange conversation began to unfold. Me? But I'm a skull servant. A story? About me? I'm nothing more than your run-of-the-mill skull servant. Well, if that's fine with you. So, did you have a reason for rousing me? No, look around. We're in a graveyard. They're probably sleeping in the earth all around us, just like I was. If you call out to them, I'm sure they will come crawling right out of the ground. Yes, we're not exactly rare. Yes, although it seems like I've been asleep for a while, some of us might have already been taken to a better place. It happens sometimes. A shining angel descends, then they take us by the arm and lead us up into the sky. I don't know what heaven's like, but it has to be wonderful. Bright, warm. Incidentally, I was involved in quite the war once. We have numbers on our side, if nothing else. When we gather together, we look like an actual army. Well, it's not as if we did anything in particular. We aren't particularly strong, nor particularly sturdy. We got blown away, smashed to pieces. Huh? Was that how I got killed? Haha! No, I was dead already. But no matter how many pieces we're blown into, it's only a matter of time before we're back to how we were. Apart from that, since I'm undead, I would love to be summoned by the zombie master just once. Have you heard of him? He's very popular among the deceased. I know it sounds silly from someone as puny as me, but it would just be nice someday. I've even heard rumors that there are some skull servants who admire him so much that they're trying to become masters themselves. I've been a skull servant for a long time, so I'm careful to live within my limits. But there are those among us with a little more spunk. If you happen to come across any skull servants like that, please be kind to them. We might look like this, but we're a mostly friendly folk. Wow, we've been speaking for a while now. I guess I better leave it here for tonight. It's no trouble. I haven't talked like that in a long time. It was fun. But it's time for me to return to my slumber. Let's talk more if we ever meet again. See you. As the clock strikes midnight, two figures are bathed in the moonlight's soft glow. In this graveyard full of sleeping souls, yet another strange conversation takes place. Was it you who woke me up? Okay. A story? I'm just a typical skull servant. Then how about a story about my war days? What? You want to hear about something else? Why don't I tell you about my family then? My wife is a lady from a good family, and so beautiful that she is wasted on someone like me. Naturally, she's quite willful, but I love that about her. I'm making myself blush. I have kids too. My eldest is a boy, the youngest a girl. I'm not sure if it's me or my wife who my son takes after most in this department, but he's quite the rascal. Lately, he's been going around saying, I'm gonna be king someday, for some reason. Although I have to say, it's encouraging to hear. Even if the king he means happens to be the king of the skull servants. A skull servant above all others. That might sound nice, but the job actually comes with a lot of trials and tribulations. Oh, no. I wouldn't know firsthand. It's just what I've heard. I have a daughter, too, and as her father, I might be biased, but she is absolutely adorable. It actually confounds me that such a lovely, sweet white could possibly exist. Of course, I worry about her being so tiny, but her older brother looks out for her. They're both great kids. I also have a few dogs, and they are so unbelievably energetic. It's tough with them always running all over the place. Are all dogs like that? It depends on the dog. Well, I suppose that's true. Whenever we go on walks, they seem to find it fun to steal my bones and dash away. They're so quick that it's hard to get the bones back. It has happened so many times now that I don't even bother chasing them anymore. I just wait for them to get tired of it and drop my bones again. By the way, we've been on a family vacation before. Yes, a vacation. What of it? Oh, come on now. Being skull servants doesn't prevent us from leaving the graveyard. However, and I'd like to point out that this wasn't our fault, we did run into some issues at the airport. The stress of it all almost killed me. Thankfully, that had already happened. As it was, it just left me bone tired. Heh. Just a little undead joke there. But it was what it was, and we still had fun. The kids were so happy. Anyways, I think that's all the chat I have in me today. No, I'm sorry that I kept only speaking about myself. If we should meet again, I would love to hear more about you. Now, it's high time that you let me go back to sleep. Good night.